Well, congratulations to the Bafana of South Africa. They are through to the round of 32 of the FIFA World Cup going on in the USA, Canada, and of course Mexico. After losing their first game to Mexico, they came back in the second game against Czechia. They got a point. And of course, they did what they had to do in their last game against South Korea, beating South Korea by a long goal. And that was enough for them to qualify into the round of 32 of the FIFA World Cup. So congratulations to South Africa for qualifying against all odds. I mean, congratulations once again to South Africa. So talking about African countries at the FIFA World Cup, I must say that, well, African countries are doing very well. And we might have as many as 7 African countries in the round of 32 of the FIFA World Cup. Because remember, we went with 10 African countries. Only Tunisia right now are out of the World Cup. Other African countries have a good chance of progressing into the round of 32 of that competition. So Morocco are also officially through to the round of 32 of that competition after beating Haiti by 4-2. Unfortunately for them, they couldn't top that group, the same group that has Brazil. But they did what they had to do against Haiti, finished with 7 points from that group. And right now, they are into the knockout phase of the FIFA World Cup. Remember that last time out, Morocco got into the semi-finals of the World Cup in Qatar. That was in 2022. And of course, they will be they are motivated right now to take a step further, maybe qualify for the final of the FIFA World Cup. So Morocco has also qualified for the final after beating Haiti by 4-2. So Morocco and South Africa officially are in the round of 32 of the World Cup. Some other African countries are yet to play their third game of the group. Ghana have 4 points from 2 matches. We expect them to finish the job in their last game. That was fantastic in their last game against England. They played a goalless draw. So we expect them to finish the job and qualify into the round of 32 of the competition. Cape Verde also have 2 points from 2 matches. So they need to get a good result in their last game. Well, depending on how it pans out, they may not even need to win their last game. Maybe a point will be enough for them to book their place in the round of 32 of the FIFA World Cup. But right now, Cape Verde also have a very good chance of qualifying. For Senegal, their own task is a bit more tougher than other African countries because they lost their first 2 matches. They lost to France, and then they lost their second game. So they have 0 points from 2 matches. Their last game is against Iraq, and it's a match that they must win. If they win that game, well, especially if they win that game convincingly, they still have a good chance of progressing into the round of 32 of the competition. So, but good one for African countries. We are doing very well in the competition. Morocco through to the next round, same as South Africa. Ghana also 1 leg into the round of 32. And of course, DR Congo also have a good chance. Yeah, they lost their second game, but remember they got a point in the first game against Portugal. So they need to win their last game to stand any chance of qualifying into the round of 32. So like I said the other time, we may have as many as 6 or 7 African countries in the round of 32 of the FIFA World Cup. And that would be fantastic. That would be phenomenal. Coming from this continent, I think we have done so well thus far at the FIFA World Cup. Now, let's leave the African representatives. Let's talk about Brazil. Now, Brazil top Group C, the same group that had Morocco. They were good in their last game, winning that game by 3-0. Right now, they have 7 points from 3 matches. So they top that Group C ahead of Morocco, who also finished with 7 points. So for the Summer Boys of Brazil, people are not really talking about them as one of the favorites in winning the FIFA World Cup. But I think that people should start taking them serious right now after winning their last 2 games. And I also think that the coach of the team, Carlo Ancelotti, has gotten the right formula to get the best out of his team. He started Matheus Cunha. Cunha scored back-to-back games for Brazil. Remember, he scored in their second game. He scored in their third game as well. And for Vinicius Junior, he has now scored 4 goals for Brazil in this competition. I think he's having the best of the competition in America, Canada, and of course, Mexico. Talking about Vinicius Junior, who has been fantastic for the Samba Boys of Brazil. By the way, Ronaldinho, the last time Brazil won the World Cup, Ronaldinho was in their squad. He visited the training camp of Brazil even before their last group game. So they've gotten the motivation right now. They are into round of 32 of the FIFA World Cup. And right now, Carlo Ancelotti seems to have gotten the right formula to get the needed results for the Samba Boys of Brazil. Now, I know that many pundits did not talk about Brazil as one of the favorites in winning the World Cup, but I think right now, we should start talking about Brazil. I think Carlo Ancelotti is doing something big with the Samba Boys of Brazil. Now, there's an interesting stat. Interesting, the last time Brazil won the World Cup, America hosted the World Cup. That was in 1994. America is hosting the World Cup now, but of course with two other countries, Canada and Mexico. Will they be able to repeat what they did in 1994 in 2026? Only time will tell. But congratulations to the Samba Boys of Brazil as well. They are through to the round of 32 of the FIFA World Cup. Now for Scotland, they are not out mathematically and realistically, they are not out. But they also need other results to align in their favor so that they can qualify for round of 32, because that performance against Brazil was listless. Now they can still qualify, but remember how it is done. The first two teams automatically qualify into the next round, and then they will pick the 8 best teams. Now, before they even talk about teams that finish with 3 points, I'm very sure they are going to take teams that finish with 4 points, before 3 points. So Scotland will also hope that results fall in their favor, but we still have some other matches to be played before the end of the group phase. So that's just about that. And for Ivory Coast, the Elephant of Cote d'Ivoire, they also have a very good chance. They lost their second game to Germany, expectedly. It was a tough game. So they have 3 points from 2 matches. Their last game is against Curaçao. I mean, they should be able to win that game and qualify into the next stage of the competition. So right now it's looking very good for African countries and some other games. But I think it will become more interesting when we get to the round of 32 of the FIFA World Cup, because I'm looking at some fixtures where I might get, of course, 1 or 2 fixtures have been confirmed. South Africa will take on one of the hosts, Canada, in the round of 32 of that competition. That game will be played on Sunday. So the first round of 32 fixture has been confirmed. Canada, one of the hosts, will take on the Bafana of South Africa. That will be on Sunday, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. That promises to be interesting. Canada they've not been fantastic in this competition, but they're one of the hosts of the competition, and we should look forward to what they will do. So a lot of games coming right now. We are approaching the last round of games. Of course, the last round of games has started already. And after this weekend, we are going to start the knockout phase of that competition, meaning that round of 32. This is where it becomes very interesting. This is where, if you blink, you are out of the competition. The fact that you got 9 points from the group stage does not mean that it will be easy for you in the round of 32, but this is where the boys will be separated from the men. Just tell us in our comment section, tell us how many African countries do you expect in the round of 32 of the competition. Like I said at that time, some have been confirmed already. The Atlas Lions of Morocco have qualified. The Bafana of South Africa have qualified. We expect Ghana to join them. Maybe we expect DR Congo as well. Ivory Coast is also another country that we expect to be in the round of 32. There's Cape Verde as well, but for the category of Tunisia, they are out of the competition. Can we start talking about those that you think will win the FIFA World Cup right now? Will it be too early? Will it come too soon? But let's get your prediction. Let's get your thoughts. The African countries that you want to see in the round of 32 of the competition, and do you think that Brazil now should be taken seriously? Like, share, comment, and of course, let's get your thoughts. Let's get your reaction on this post. On the next time that we are going to meet, I remain Toby.